Right now, while you're watching this, someone is sending fake emails to thousands of people. In the next hour, some will click a link. And within days, criminals will use those stolen credentials to access their financial accounts. These victims aren't necessarily careless. They simply haven't been shown the specific routines that prevent this kind of access. Most of us check our front door before we go to sleep. We do this even if we don't expect a threat tonight. The routine itself provides a baseline level of protection against anyone who might happen to try the handle. Online safety relies on that same logic. Staying secure doesn't require you to understand how code works or to predict the next big scam. You only need 3 consistent habits. These act as systematic checkpoints that block the most common paths criminals use to reach your data. By focusing on these simple routines, you can secure your digital life without needing any technical expertise. Scammers rely on speed. They design messages with flashing warnings or urgent deadlines specifically to trigger a stress response. When you feel a sense of panic, you are more likely to act before your brain has a chance to evaluate if the message is actually legitimate. The first habit is a strict 10-second pause. Anytime an email or a text creates a sense of fear or urgency, wait 10 seconds before doing anything. Use that time to ask, "Did I expect this? Does the sender's address look correct?" This is the same instinct you use when a stranger calls you asking for money. You naturally slow down and ask questions to verify who they are. Applying that same skepticism online protects you from the pressure the scammer is trying to build. Taking control of the pace of the interaction gives you the time necessary to spot the small details that reveal a scam. When a major website suffers a data breach, millions of passwords are stolen. Criminals then use automated software to test those stolen passwords across hundreds of other websites within minutes. If you use the same password for your shopping accounts and your bank, one single breach gives them access to everything. This becomes even more dangerous if your email password is part of the breach. Since most websites use your email to verify your identity, a criminal in your inbox can simply click Forgot Password on your other accounts and reset them, effectively locking you out of your own life. To prevent this, use a phrase praise. This is a string of 4 or more random words, like blue coffee rain hat. It's much easier for you to remember than a string of random symbols, but it's much harder for a computer to guess. Since every account needs a unique phrase praise, you can store them in a free password manager like Bitwarden. It acts as a digital vault. You only need to remember one master phrase praise, and the manager handles the rest. When every account has its own unique protection, a breach at one company stays small. It becomes a minor inconvenience rather than a total security failure. It's tempting to click Remind Me Later on update notifications, but those updates are usually fixing specific security flaws that have just been discovered. Criminals use automated bots to scan the internet specifically for devices that haven't installed these fixes yet. Think of a software update like a safety recall on a car. If the manufacturer discovers a flaw in the seatbelts, they issue a recall to fix it. A software update is the same thing, a manufacturer-provided fix for a known safety issue. You can make this easy by turning on automatic updates. If you prefer to do it manually, aim to install any update within 48 hours of receiving the notification. Staying updated ensures you are closing the openings that criminals are actively looking for. While those habits protect you every day, there is one specific action you can take right now that provides a massive boost to your security. This is two-step verification. It requires 2 different things to log in: your password and a code sent to your phone. Even if a criminal steals your password, they can't log in because they don't have your phone. You can find this in the settings of your email and banking apps, usually under Security or Login settings. Look for 2-step verification and follow the prompts. Spending 5 minutes on this setup creates a physical requirement for access that blocks almost all remote attacks. Digital security isn't about knowing every technical detail. It's about consistent habits that work against threats you haven't seen yet. You don't need to know who's coming. You just lock the door. Take 10 seconds to think. Use a unique passphrase. Install your device updates, and turn on 2-step verification. You can find a checklist of these steps at ferosyslabs.com. Sharing these habits with your family can help them avoid the kind of financial losses that take years to recover from.